and gentlemen, welcome to a Yyyyaaaooo vlog, very special Yyyyaaaooo vlog. I'm eXtine, of course. I got a guest with me. This is Jay Kim, otherwise known as Mana.
Hey, what's up?
And we're doing awesome because we just came back from a trip to Valve, which you guys might have read about in a letter that's not written yet, but will be published by the time that this is published. And basically that news, the major point of that news is to announce that Valve has shared with us and is allowing us to share with you that Valve is working on matchmaking as a high priority project. So that's super, super exciting.
Absolutely.
You know, that was a big goal of what we wanted to communicate to them as a major need of the competitive community.
Yeah.
Something that we have expressed to them in the past, and they're just, you know, seeing the transition, seeing the work the competitive community has put into everything, that it's really is the end game of TF2 and keeps players playing.
Yeah, absolutely. And the plans they shared with us were really promising. It's part of it is you know, they want to put in like a quick play like thing where like you just click it and you go into maybe like a lobby system. They haven't really detailed exactly how much they want to design it yet because they haven't gotten that far quite yet. But it's really promising that they told us that they're kind of modeling it after the current competitive modes, which is absolutely huge to us because they haven't really told us that before.
Yeah, I think they're, you know, they iterated, which is a word that they love and a method that they love. And they told us that, you know, this system, when they first get it in place, you know, it's not going to be perfect. There might be things that we want to change about it. There might be things with, you know, just the options there. Things that, you know, can be added more down the line. In terms of the formats and stuff, you know, 9v9 was something that they, you know, kind of expressed some interest in. Maybe not necessarily locking people into the Highlander, only one of each, you know, so there is a little bit more flexibility in a pub setting. But, you know, that or the sixes or whatever, you know, a lot of it's still to come to evolve, to fine tune it. You know, we might not have that drop down because when it launches, if there's half the population searching for a Highlander game or 9v9 game and half the population searching for a sixes game, then it's just going to take everybody a whole lot longer. So that's something that they wanted to avoid. And definitely, even though it's not the highest priority for the competitive community, something of importance to us is that item balance. And talking about the matchmaking, the guys stressed over and over again that this matchmaking will give them super valuable feedback. Right now, the only way that with their system that they could examine what, you know, 6-6 players use, what weapons are successful for them and stuff, is to do like a search of 12-person servers, you know, which would just be a waste of time for them and not helpful.
Yeah.
And tying into that and tying into the fact that this matchmaking can provide a lot of feedback, a lot of metrics about that, there was some discussion, as Jay said, about maybe shuffling some things around or restricting certain items, but mainly with the purpose of getting players to use the other items so then that Valve can assess and see how those items are doing.
Yeah.
Robin Walker brings a lot of knowledge. Obviously, he's been working on Dota, but that was something that he brought in is with Dota, when they remove heroes from the captain's pool and then they put them back in, when they put them back in, it's like, hey, maybe you guys should try this out again because it's really actually awesome. And definitely in the competitive community with TF2, there's been issues where an item comes out, it doesn't work for whatever reasons, we ban it, and then they make changes and it just never gets back in.
Yeah.
You know. So that was really exciting. I think the other big news was pretty much right away they're like, we're gonna hook up that watch tab. We're gonna set that up and include a stream list. And you know, make announcements about when big events are coming.
Yeah, it's really like it's really great that they want to interact with the community more. They want to integrate our community, like the competitive community as it is, into like the general public of Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I mean, we had a lot of conversations in the lead up to this meeting. A lot of people gave us some good tips. I mean, Mr. Slen was kind of like, don't go in there and make a bunch of demands. Just kind of go in there and see what their plans for TF2 are. And I think our minds were blown about how close we were together.
Yeah, it was actually kind of scary because we sent the checklist to them, and they almost hit every part of it, which was kind of amazing.
Yeah, Enigma kind of on the down low put a thread up in teamfortress.tv asking for different feedback, things to change. And I think they said like probably, I don't know, maybe I'm estimating that like 2/3 or half of that list they were able to accomplish. Some of them they considered low priority, and some of them they're like, we're just not going to be able to do that.
if you're a video editor, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Just put that out there. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, they got some of those changes coming up. They actually also added like spectator outlines are gonna be dropping in a patch, which is like super cool.
That is great. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's something we've wanted for a long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's tough to say with the matchmaking, like what the timeline is. They did share with us that, you know, essentially in-house it's playable. They've been able to test it and get it working. You know, they have the start of like a ranking system for the matchmaking. And that's kind of where they're at right now. But as I said in the beginning of this video, they said it was a high priority to them. You gotta assume, you know, there's no major holidays coming up anytime soon. There's no Halloween pack, there's no Christmas pack, you know, not for a while. So I think definitely good odds that we maybe could see this in a couple months. That's my prediction on timeline.
I agree. I think that's a good timeline. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was awesome. Eric Smith was great. Dave Riller, them and Robin Walker were pretty much who we interacted the whole time.
Yeah.
We also got a chance to talk with Arsenio, the merch guy, and I would definitely say there's some exciting stuff there.
Absolutely, yeah.
He was really, really supportive of our efforts, of the competitive community. And overall, you know, just a lot of energy at Valve. Everybody there was just like, dude, we want the same thing that you guys want. We want to see TF2 get as big as these other games.
Yeah.
You know, Dave and Eric have been working on TF2 since it was TF2. You know, so those guys have been in it. There's been a lot of new blood in the TF team, which they talked about. But I also think that's a strength for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Any last words, Jay?
The VR demo that they gave us. Incredible.
Yeah. I was excited about the VR demo.
Oh, yeah.
It's like making soup and shit. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, I think that'll do us. Please, you know, with this matchmaking system, please have some patience with it. Please put your time into it. Send dial feedback. You know, it might not be ideal when it launches, but this is such an awesome path and opportunity for TF2.
This is the beginning, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about.
Yeah. Chills. Nerd chills.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm eXtine. He's Mana. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Nice. See? One take wonders.